By the end of this module, you will understand what mental health first aid is and isn't, apply the ALGEE framework effectively in crisis and non-crisis situations, respond with empathy and non-judgmental support, encourage professional help, and build coping strategies, maintain ethical, cultural, and emotional safety while offering support. Mental health first aid, MHFA, is an essential skill set in today's world where the prevalence of mental health challenges is rising across all demographics. This module provides an extensive foundation in understanding, applying, and practicing mental health first aid, including recognizing symptoms, responding appropriately, referring effectively, and supporting recovery, all while maintaining ethical, empathetic, and culturally competent care. MHFA is not about diagnosing, treating, or replacing professional mental health care. Rather, it is the initial response given to someone developing a mental health issue, experiencing a worsening of an existing problem, or in a mental health crisis. It is the psychological equivalent of CPR. This module is structured using international best practices, particularly the ALGEE framework, developed by MHFA International and adopted globally. What is mental health first aid? MHFA refers to the help offered to a person experiencing a mental health crisis or developing a mental health problem until appropriate professional help is received or the crisis resolves. It is rooted in psychological support, early detection, and non-judgmental care, aiming to reduce stigma and improve outcomes through early and compassionate intervention. The core goals of mental health first aid: recognize signs and symptoms of mental distress or crisis, respond effectively, compassionately, and safely, listen without judgment, encourage self-help and coping strategies, refer to appropriate professional support, reduce stigma, and promote mental well-being. The ALGEE framework, the 5-step action plan. A. Approach, assess, and assist with any crisis. Approach calmly and privately. Assess for risk of harm to self or others. Intervene in cases of suicidal ideation, panic attacks, or psychotic behavior. L. Listen non-judgmentally. Use active listening techniques, e.g., open body language, reflective feedback. Avoid minimizing, interrupting, or giving unsolicited advice. Empathize without imposing your beliefs. G. Give reassurance and information. Normalize their feelings. You are not alone. Others experience this too. Share facts about mental health, if appropriate. Reassure them recovery is possible. E. Encourage appropriate professional help. Guide the individual toward qualified professionals, therapists, psychologists, crisis centers, GPs. Provide helpline numbers, online support, or local services. E. Encourage self-help and other support strategies. Suggest healthy routines, exercise, journaling, creative outlets. Help connect them with peer support, religious communities, or self-help books. Empower, don't dictate. Responding to mental health crises. This section prepares you for practical first aid in emergencies. A. Suicidal thoughts or behaviors. Always take suicide threats seriously. Do not leave the person alone. Contact emergency services or guide them to a professional urgently. B. Panic attacks. Guide them to breathe slowly and deeply. Use grounding techniques, e.g., 5-4-3-2-1 senses method. Reassure them the panic attack will pass. C. Aggressive or psychotic episodes. Ensure the safety of yourself and others. Avoid confrontation or sudden movements. Call for help and avoid escalating the situation. Building empathy, compassion, and cultural sensitivity. Understand that mental health experiences are culturally influenced. Respect spiritual beliefs, customs, or practices. Use person-first language, a person with schizophrenia, not a schizophrenic. Avoid labeling or stereotyping. Boundaries of the first aider. MHFA is not therapy or a substitute for professional care. Set boundaries. Do not offer diagnoses or long-term advice. Be aware of burnout and seek support for yourself if needed. Tools, scripts, and practice scenarios. You are encouraged to practice mock scenarios. Use open-ended question scripts. How have you been feeling lately? Can I help you find someone to talk to? Role-play referral conversations and follow-ups. Maintain a first aid resource directory. contacts, crisis centers, therapists, etc. Post-intervention support and follow-up. Follow up respectfully to show care. Encourage ongoing help seeking. Respect confidentiality and privacy at all times. Document, if in a formal setting like school or workplace, the encounter ethically and appropriately.